Yo. Yeah. Look at that bitch. That little whore right there. I used to have that gun before. I used to have it in stainless. It is a Ruger 22. It's a Mark III. I believe that's a 5-inch barrel. I didn't measure it. It looks like a 5-inch barrel to me. It's not the 4. And I seen this one, and I liked it, and the price was phenomenal. I used to have a stainless one. Now this one's a little different. This one is it has a polymer frame. Doesn't have a stainless. It doesn't have a metal frame. You know, it's not steel. So it's a little lighter. Not a big fan of the polymer frame, but due to my last one with the harsh, atrocious, despicable fucking machine work on that thing, I'm glad it's the polymer one. Less rooms for error. Sorry, I got a cold. Yeah, these types are, I wouldn't say they're newer, but I've seen these types before, the ones with the polymer frame. But this one's a little unique. Usually the ones with the polymer frame don't have grips on it like that, detachable grips. They usually have, it's like all one. Here, I'll give you a little close up here. Got that? Usually don't come with detachable grips like that. Usually, well, from what I've seen, you know, I ain't like, I'm not saying I was on a hunt for these things, but from what I've seen, I never seen one with real slim rosewood detachable grips. Usually the grips were built into the mold and you couldn't change them. But I just like the look. I like the rosewood with the crest on it against the black. They had ones there with just all black and the grips was part of the frame itself. But for $20 more, $20 more, I got the one with the actual has grips on it. Pretty nice, huh? Sharp, real sharp looking gun. Now let's tell you something about these Ruger Mark IIIs. There's definitely break-in periods because they're very picky with ammunition when they're new. Okay, my other one I had, it was all stainless steel, and it was a real expensive one. I mean, this one was $3. The one I used to have was $5 something because it was all stainless steel and the whole gun was steel, and had a bunch of bullshit on it that it didn't need. You know, them little fluorescent plastic sights. I don't like them. You know, I just don't like them. I don't think sights should ever be plastic, because if you drop the gun, usually that's where it's going to hit, because the sights is on top of the barrel and it's very exposed. So this one has all steel sights. I like that. My other one, like I said, the machine work was atrocious. Even when you took the barrel off the gun, you have these little mounting squares underneath, and there was burrs and brush marks, and I called Ruger. I said, what the hell? I said, who the hell finished this gun? You know, I said, this had to be like some crackhead on a Monday morning that barely got to work that day. Must have did the finish work on this. And the lady's like, oh, you don't have to talk like that. It's not necessary. I said, yes, it is. I just spent $550 on your fucking gun, and the thing looks like shit. Tell people that fucking wake up over there, or, you know, tell the supervisor about this phone call you got. Whatever. So, that, you know, I traded that one in. I didn't like it. It jammed a lot, too. But that was a half ammunition problem when it was jamming. We'll talk about that in a minute. This one, I really took a good close eye on it. I actually took I don't wear glasses, but I can't see up close, so I need to put glasses on if I look real close. So I actually took my glasses with me this time, and I really did a thorough inspection of right in here, the ejection port. This is where the burrs were. Like when you pull the bolt back, and around the edges of the ejection port wasn't rounded off, and it wasn't finished and buffed. It was just like, looked like shit. Like you can get your finger and go like that, and you probably would cut your hand. That's how jagged it was. It was horrible. But this one's really finished nicely. What I like about it, it's a non-fluted barrel. I don't like the flutes in the barrel. I just don't like them. I know it makes it lighter, but I don't know. I don't like the way it looks. It looks fucked up to me. but you know me, I'm all about how things look to me. I hope this one runs better than my last one. One of the key factors when you get this gun is you got to get the right ammunition. And the right ammunition for this gun, from what I found out, is this. Alright, CCI Mini Mags 22 long rifle, round nose. Now, the hollow points seem to be okay, as long as it's CCI Mini Mags. But for best results, try to avoid the hollow points and just get the round nose. Really. That's my recommendation. But these run beautiful. And they're cheap. They're only $7 for 100 rounds. So I got like 300 rounds for $21. Come on. You know? It's great. These, you know, it's cheap to shoot. This is really pretty. Like I said, in comparison to the other one, this is a polymer frame. And this one has more of a 1911 ergonomics. I mean, Christ, if that ain't a 1911 grip, I don't know what is. Look at the grip. It looks like a 1911 grip. Extra, extra slim. Very slim. Them grips, they're really not meant to be taken on and off, so they're going to stay on there. It's got the Ruger crest on there. I would be a complete jackass if I took them grips off. Please, if I ever take these grips off, please PM me and say, Pete, you are an extra large jackass for taking them grips off. Because if I take them grips off, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. That's the way I look at it. 5-inch barrel, like I said. I don't have nothing written down with this because I had one of these before, and I can pretty much give you a good idea of what the gun's all about. This comes with 2 magazines. I just wiped it down with a silicone rag, so there's fucking fuzz bunnies all over it. You know what I mean? And yeah, the silicone rag's like fuzzy, so it grabs on everything. But this is not loaded. This is a really pretty. This is really a pretty Mark III, man. Like I said, you fucking read. See what I mean? It's got a plastic body on it now, plastic frame, and I'm not used to it. It's real top. It feels like a Glock. It wants to flip upside down all the time. And it's really nice looking. There's that side. There's this side. It is clear. And when you pull it back and look inside there very closely, you know, I hate to keep repeating myself over and over again, but the machine work is fucking beautiful. The only thing I can come up, look at that. Everything's rounded off and polished real nice. Maybe they got the phone call. I don't know. Even the bolts really rounded off and polished. Maybe they were getting complaints. You know, there's brush marks on the trigger, but that looks alright. I think the trigger should be black, but that's the way they put it. The other thing about this particular one is when you push the mag, it don't shoot out. A little bit. You got to kind of pull it, you know what I mean? And you have to have it on just the right angle or it won't go in. You got to let it find itself. Just kind of do like that till you get used to it. Make sure it locks in there. Not a big fan of a polymer frame with this, but I see a lot of guys out there have them. They're not having any problems with them, and they're shooting really nice. And this is pretty. This is called a bull barrel. When it's got a nice, it's great for accuracy. It makes the gun more accurate. It's a bull barrel. It's 5 inches, and that's all. There ain't really much you could say about this. These got target sights on them. This has windage and elevation. You can go up and down, side to side with the rear sight if you need to. It's got a fixed iron sight, target sight on the front. There is no fluorescent sight on there. Them plastic things, I do not like them. I don't like them. I know they catch your eye. I think it makes the gun look cheap. That's all. You know, it's like it looks like there's a fucking. Oh, I mean, we're gonna do. Why don't I hang Christmas balls on my gun? You know, it looks retarded to me. I just don't like it. Doesn't saying it don't work. I'm not saying it's not a good thing. I just don't like it. It looks cheap. Okay. But there it is. Ruger Mark III, and we'll be going to the range with this because it's cheap to shoot. Another thing a little different about this one is this button here, this bolt lock button, whatever the hell they call it. The other one don't have that. You know what I'm saying? Like this is like your slide release button. You know what I'm saying? Like if I pull that back, like that, and the other one has a slide release up here, like a Glock or a SIG, like that kind. But this one has like this button type thing. So I have to learn about it. But it releases the slide. Can you dry fire a Ruger? Can you? From what I read and what I see, I'm saying yes, because they're saying they claim the Ruger Mark III, when you dry fire them, the firing pin does not hit the breech plate. That's what they say. Well, when you take this down, firing the gun is part of one of the steps you have to take on taking it down. That's a whole other story. A whole other story taking this down. Is it a pain in the ass? Yeah, it is. Especially if you're not a gun guy and you take this apart, you're going to be pulling your fucking hair out. It's very tricky, but having experience with it, once you do it about 20 times, it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. It's just a lot of weird things you got to remember, which way to hold the gun up, and you got to hold it this way and that way. I'm going to do a video on that for you. I'm going to show you how to strip this down. I know I have one already, but I want to do another one with this gun, because every gun is different. Even though it takes down the same way, they have different characteristics, and you might have to do something a little weird with this gun. Here's the mainspring housing in here. This is where you disassemble it. You get a paper clip or something rubber, and you just pull this out, and then that's where you start. That's where it comes apart. But we're going to do a thorough field strip on this, and it's more than a field strip. It is really a disassembly, because there is a lot of parts to this gun. It's not hard though. Well, you'll see, because I did it. Okay, that's all I really can say about it. Now the reason why the mag, I just figured it out now. So the reason why the mag won't release, because it comes this way and it goes up a little, so it rubs on your hand. So if you keep your hand away, it does do that. See that? I just found out that I was completely fucking wrong. But when I have my hand like this and do it, it ain't coming out because it's rubbing on my hand. Look at that. That's pretty dumb, but it's fine. This is a little different than your typical Ruger Mark III, that's for sure. So let me know if any of you guys got this pistol. And I do know about it because I've had it before, and I will do a field strip on it and show you guys how to do it if you don't have it. Don't let it intimidate you. It is a bitch. Believe me, it is a bitch. You need a mallet. You need a paper clip. What else do you need? And that's all you need. And the rest is all maneuvering. Alright guys, I'll talk to you soon.